Number 7, miscellaneous A. We have Bill Lindley here this evening to address our council on matters on natural gas. Bill, would you like to come up here and sit?
Sure, that'd be great.
Okay.
Thanks for having me back again. In fact, I saw some of you folks at the, I think it was Jim and Harp, right? Was that the three that were down there at the?
At the meet.
At the Iowa League. Okay. Well, I made a few handouts. Some of this stuff is going to be repetitious to few folks that have already been here and probably visited with, but I want you all to have an opportunity to have one of these.
Thank you.
Adam, you got one of those, but I'll give you another one. There you are. You bet.
For those of you that are visiting with us this evening, Clayton Energy are the folks that purchase our gas for us.
Yeah, we supply most of the state of Iowa municipalities with natural gas. We've been in business for 15 years, and as the map shows here, we serve. These are a list or the dots of all the municipalities in the state of Iowa, and we're the red. Over the last 15 years, we've grown without ever losing an account. So we've grown at the expense of other suppliers out there. So we'd like to think that we're doing the right thing. So that's we feel like we have. But anyway, that is what that map is representing. I wanted to come here and just share with you, a few things about gas prices. I don't probably have to tell you too much. You see on the pump what's happened to the energy prices since the financial debacle on Wall Street. So with all that going on, prices, really crude oil is the driver of all energies out there. And that's gone from $150 or $146 a barrel all the way down to 48 last week, up to 54 today. So about the time that debacle started, the hedge fund players were pushed out of the market, and prices started falling down to where the supply and demand should be. And at this time, that's where pricing is today, with the speculators out of the business, and it's sure been a relief for a lot of people. Prices, I don't know if you guys follow natural gas prices, oil prices, and so forth? Okay. If you do, you've obviously seen the drop-off start in July sometime. And natural gas prices in July were running around $14 for winter. Now, $14 is pretty unaffordable for most people. Last year, we probably averaged around $8.50 or so for the winter. And with $14 being the price, and with hurricanes and other indicators there that I have listed in my handout, they were saying that we'd see $17 to $20 and crude oil was going to $200. Well, with all that being said, once Wall Street started falling on its face, hedge funds got out, and energy prices dropped, and now we're looking at energy prices that are considerably less. I think, Adam, you probably had budgeted $8 or so on your budget, and I think the last bill we sent you, Sandy, I think just a few days ago, was under $5. So you can see what things have happened, and it's your ratepayers obviously are going to be extremely pleased with that type of gas prices. But so you're wondering kind of what prices are looking like for the winter. Well, prices were $14 2.5 months ago, and now we're buying gas for $5. So as far as what they're going to do, that's a pretty tough crystal ball to look at. There's no other commodity that has volatility at the level that natural gas does. So what we do in our business, and we have for the last 15 years, we always diversify. We go out and we lock pricing in for a portion of your load for the winter. We buy gas on a 30-day basis. We buy gas on a daily basis, and we buy gas we take gas from your storage that we have on Northern Natural Gas. So we're as diversified as we can be in purchasing natural gas, and balanced very well. With prices running like that, I don't know what businesses you guys are in, but with volatility like that, you have to diversify to keep your ratepayers in a good position and keep them safe.
Bill, I have a question about our storage. Where are we right now in our storage? Is it full?
We're 100% full at this time.
And did we fill that with high-priced gas?
We filled it. As a matter of fact, if you turn in your handout to page, probably towards the back, there we go. The very back page is your storage.
Okay, thank you.
If you look at the five months that you know, we have to put gas in June through October. And that is, we don't set that rule. Northern Natural Gas, which owns the pipeline, which owns the storage that you only lease, makes those decisions. So we do have some flexibility, and thank gosh that we do, because like the month of June that you see, we only put in 5,000 when prices were at $10. And you know, we had to put that in. We had no choice. But normally, on a normal winter or a normal year, we will load up on June because that's normally when pricing is pretty good. Well, we all kind of visited about it and said, how are people going to pay, you know, for $10 storage gas? So we backed off on that. And then in July, if you look at the page ahead of that storage sheet here on your handout, you'll see what the market started doing in December of '07. It was hovering around the $9 mark, and then it ran up to 14.5. And if you look at the timing on that, it started falling off about, the 2nd of July, I believe it was, or right before the 4th of July when the market started taking a hit. Well, you can see what happened to pricing. So, you know, we're looking at it, but that decision in July had to be made around June 26th or so. So you're looking at it going, you know, $14, $17. I had visited with a guy from Mid-America in April, and they were already at that point 35% bought at $11 for forward gas. And I just kind of thought, that's hard to do. I mean, I've never bought that kind of high-priced gas ever in our business. And you know, and then the market started falling apart. So as you look down, we continued to buy gas as we came down in pricing. So the last gas that we bought for storage was in October. But at that point, obviously, there wasn't a lot of room left in storage because we had to make decisions long before that time. And when prices started falling off on that chart, which is very important on the page ahead of it, you'll see there was just a rapid drop-off. And when gas got back down to where it would be competitive with what last year was, when you've seen 25 to 50% increases on the front page of the Des Moines Register, we thought if we could be equal to last year, that would be a home run. So we put together a program which, lucky enough, is going to put us in a pretty good position for winter. We have some forward gas bought. I think that averages around 9 something. And then we have our storage gas, which averages around 9.78, looks like. And then, of course, we're buying 30-day and day-to-day gas right now for around $5. So we're able to weight average those together, and that's why diversification works so well. There are some very less fortunate people on this map that I'm aware of that are locked in at a $17.50 retail rate to their ratepayers. So that's $1.75 a therm. I don't know, that would be equivalent to our, this month, I think we were, well, if we billed you less than $5, by the time you put your charges on, that's probably going to be around 80 cents, and they're at $1.75.
Was it 88 or 89 cents per ton?
Okay, well, I wasn't sure. We're somewhere in the ballpark of that by the time the demand charges go on. But so actually, for the winter period, we are actually sitting in a very good position. And the reason we have storage is so that you have insurance. I mean, storage is something that has been sold out on Northern's pipeline for years and years. And when I started managing your system, we had to fight to get that storage back because your old supplier tried to take some of that from you because your storage is actually 50% less than what storage is going for today on the market. And there would be a lot of people that would love to have your storage, only because it's been sold out for some time, and the value that you have it at is half of what storage costs are today.